This Taco Cash or Card War? This Taco Cash or Card War?
Karama and Madunda.
Looking for somebody different, cause my daddy was a pimp. My mama had issues, but I miss her anyway. Oh baby, don't. Please don't call me for the wrong reason. We both know exactly what I'm thinking. Weeks pass and I never had it.
What?
I walked into class, and my teacher's finger was pointed at my chest. Empty your bag. We both know what you stole. I put my hands in the air, no idea what she was talking about. Behind her, Daniel in the front row, wiping his eyes, and the empty spot on his wrist where his watch always sat. That was my dad's watch, he said. Daniel in the front row, wiping his eyes, and the empty spot on his wrist where his watch always sat. That was my dad's watch, he said. He gave it to me before he passed. Why would you steal it? Another kid crossed his arms. Stuff always goes missing in this class. I just stood there, accused of something I didn't do, with no idea how to prove it. The teacher snatched my backpack, and I turned it upside down as everything I owned hit the desk, but no watch. It wasn't me, I swear. I wouldn't do that. But then the principal came in with his phone out, and we could all hear Daniel's mom screaming, "I'm suing the family of whoever stole it." Daniel just stared at the floor. That watch was all I had left of my dad. The principal turned to me. "Can you even describe what you stole?" But before I could answer, my teacher said, "Gold," his initials engraved on the back. But I immediately questioned her. "How do you know? Look, he's trying to blame me. Get this kid out of here." But Daniel's mom was still screaming through the phone, "Check every desk in that room, now!" The principal agreed, so they emptied my desk onto the floor, then the desk next to mine, then every desk in the row, and the watch wasn't in any of them. I didn't want to be sued, so I pointed at the one desk nobody had touched. "Check her desk, she's in this room too." The teacher froze. "You're taking a thief's word over mine? Why would I have it?" But her hands were shaking. So he reached past her and pulled the drawer open himself and gasped. There was Daniel's gold watch sitting right on top, initials face up. But then he lifted the whole drawer out and set it on her desk so everyone could see what was inside. A phone, Apple Watches, jewelry that she stole from students. The kid from earlier yelled, "That's my phone! I lost it a month ago." Kids were finding their own stuff in her drawer. Daniel's mom yelled, "I'm suing you! How dare you steal from students?" As she sobbed, I pointed and laughed. "Now everyone knows what you stole." I walked into class and my—
You okay? We're gonna get you some food and water. I know you're scared. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. We got you some food, look. There we go. Alright guys, it's time to give the new stray kitty we found its first bath. But before we do that, this kitty is definitely infected with some ringworm or scabies. So luckily we got some ringworm treatment. Alright, here we go. Mix that up. We're gonna dip ya. Nice. You're doing so good, yes you are. Now it's time for you to go to the normal bath to get you rinsed off. It's not bad. Now it's time for the famous flea and tick shampoo. Lather you up like some butter toast. Let me scrub ya. Let's clean your little ears.
I put on my headset to game with the boys, but quickly realized it wasn't my friends I was hearing. It was two men, mid-sentence. "Our foreign policy won't change while he's in that cabinet, and he won't listen to his advisors." My heart dropped, and I listened closer. And when I heard, "We can't leave the election to chance, the state needs our party," I realized I was listening in on a government conversation. I looked through my lobby with shaking hands, thinking about how this was possible. "We do it before the vote," the man said. "Make it look self-inflicted." That's when I saw my mic light was turned green. Whoever was on the other side could hear me, and they'd know I was listening in. I muted it so fast I knocked the controller off my lap, so scared my body trembled. Then I grabbed my phone and instantly texted the boys, "Come to my house now, drop everything." The four of them were here in minutes, and I pressed the mic into Reese's hands. He listened in, and his hands immediately flew in the air. "We definitely shouldn't be able to hear this, so if anything happens, remember, I am not suicidal." He laughed, and I couldn't believe he was joking about this. They took turns passing the mic to each other while my hands shook, but then the voice nearly made me collapse. Reese, we do it in 7 days. If anyone finds out about this, you know what to do. My blood ran cold as I stared at the headset, and that's when I caught Reese out of the corner of my eye. His thumb was on his phone, and I realized he'd been recording my headset for the last 2 minutes. He'd captured everything. I screamed, "Reese, stop," and reached for his phone, but he smiled and leaned away from me. Then he typed something and turned his screen towards me, and I saw the video he just took was now posted to his story. Anyone in the world could see it. My hands went numb, and I shook just thinking about what the government would do to me. Reese tapped my shoulder. "You can't even see our faces, dude. It's fine." He went to put the headset back on. I immediately ordered everyone out of the house, then locked the doors and stared at my headset, clutching my pillow in fear. My heart pounded so loud I couldn't sleep, but when I checked my phone at 3 a.m., Reese's story was taken down. I texted him, but he never even read my message. I walked to school next morning, expecting men in suits to pop out of every bush, but they never did. And during math, Reese's desk was empty. While walking home, I decided to go check on him, but when I reached his house, I nearly got sick. Police were surrounding it, as the whole area was blocked with tape. I nervously asked an officer what happened. He shook his head, but I begged him, "Please, sir, Reese is my best friend." The officer knelt down, looking like he was about to cry. "Official reports state Reese went crazy last night. His whole family is dead as a result." My face drained of color, and I just nodded and walked back home. Reese's words echoed in my mind. If anything happens, I am not Sewers Lytle. I grabbed my headset in silence and didn't dare try turn it on. I put on my headset to game with the boys, but my friends and I were playing hide and seek after school when I spotted a low air vent with a loose grate and knew I'd found the perfect spot. The second my friends started counting, I pried it open and crawled in head first, the grate snapping shut behind me. As the youngest, I was dead set on beating the big kids, and in here, no one was ever finding me. But when I tried to wiggle back out, my shoulders jammed against the metal and my stomach dropped. I pushed harder, didn't budge, and realized if nobody found me, no one would even know I was here. Through the grate, I watched the seeker drag my friends out of their hiding spots one by one. "Found you!" he yelled, and I grinned, safe in the dark. But the cold air kept pouring over me, numbing my body, and my legs started cramping against the metal, so I figured it was time to climb out and claim my victory. When I pushed backward toward the grate, my hands slid on the freezing metal, and I lurched forward instead, wedging deeper until I couldn't move at all. My heart slammed against the metal, so I grabbed my phone to text them where I was, but it slipped out of my hand and clattered through the grate onto the floor. I had no way to call for help, so I screamed and banged my head against the metal, but I was too deep for anyone to hear me. Then, far away, I heard my friend say, "Can't find him anywhere. He probably went home." Footsteps started fading down the hall, and I would have given anything to be found, so I screamed louder than I ever had in my life. I screamed until my throat was raw, sure no one was coming. Then the doors crashed open below, and heavy footsteps filled the hall. "I've got a phone over here," and I heard screaming. A deep voice called, inches from the grate. I banged one last time, and the metal shrieked as someone wrenched the vent open, hands clamping around my legs and hauling me out into the light, freezing and gasping. Cops and firefighters loomed over me, my friends stunned behind them, and dangling from an officer's grip was my phone, the one thing that gave away where I'd disappeared. My friends ran over and hugged me. "Bro, you're a hide-and-seek legend." My friends and I were playing hide-and-seek after school.
고겸TV
My parents gave me a 2-hour screen time limit, so I spent the weekend playing games on things that technically weren't screens. My dad walked into my room mid-match, ripped the Xbox cord out of the wall, and tucked it under his arm. Third time this month. My mom appeared in the doorway behind him. New rules: 2 hours of screen time a day, homework first, nothing after 8. Break it once, and you lose games for a week. I sat there with the controller still in my lap, staring at the dead TV. I wasn't going to lose again, and this time, I was going to follow their exact words. The next morning, Dad found me at the kitchen table playing Pokemon on a Game Boy. He stopped halfway to the coffee maker. "It's 7 a.m. You know the rules." I didn't look up. "This isn't a screen, Dad. It's a display. No backlight. Different thing entirely." He shook his head and walked out with his coffee. When my Xbox timer hit 2 hours that afternoon, I switched straight to my DS. "Time's up," Mom called from the kitchen. I switched devices. "You said 2 hours of screen time. New screen, new 2 hours." She rolled her eyes and went back to chopping. By Sunday, they barely looked up when I sat down to play, so I dragged the old tube TV out of the garage and hooked up an ancient Nintendo in the living room. Dad walked past and stopped. "What are you doing? Flat screens are screens. This is a tube. Different technology entirely. Like 100 years old." He gave up and walked away. That night, I dragged in a projector and started playing Wii Sports on the wall. "I'm looking at the wall, not a screen," I announced as I bowled a strike. Dad was on the couch trying not to laugh into his hand. Mom marched in. "Get that thing off my wall." After dinner, they sat me down at the kitchen table. New rule: 2 hours of gaming total, all devices combined. No matter what stupid stupid technicality I came up with. I shook both their hands like we'd signed a treaty. The next afternoon, I came home with a huge box and dropped it on the kitchen counter. Mom turned from the sink. "What is that?" I pulled out Dungeons and Dragons. No screens involved. Takes about 6 hours a session though. Her face changed as she did the math. "Fine, 3 hours of games. Split however you want." I shook her hand and the D&D box went back to the store the next morning. By dinner, I was on the Xbox using my 3rd hour and Mom just quietly watched, not daring to say the word screen. My parents gave me a 2-hour screen time. A woman had her boyfriend on his knees at gunpoint inside their home, and an officer handed me the microphone. "This is a hostage situation. She's calling herself Ashley, so we need you to use your negotiation skills to defuse it." But as I looked closer, I realized I recognized her from somewhere, but I didn't know where yet. I cleared my throat and followed routine. "Ashley, how can I make things easier for you right now?" She quickly responded, "Stay back or I'll shoot." Her boyfriend turned to her. "Baby, tell the nice officers you forgot your pills." All of us exchanged glances with each other, because his tone was exactly the same as the one controlling boyfriends use. And when the floodlights caught Ashley's eyes, I saw one thing: fear. I gasped and turned to an officer. "Give me the missing person case of Lily Marin." He handed me the iPad with the photo of Lily, and I held it up beside Ashley.